morning and happy Flossmas Day 9. It's actually Monday the 8th and I'm getting ready for work. Look at the beautiful sunrise and the birds out on the line. A bit calmer on the water today. So wish me luck. I'm leaving the house shortly. I've had a lot of nervous energy to burn off this morning, so I've already cleaned a bathroom, emptied the dishwasher, put on laundry, and who knows what else I'll get to before I leave for work. Chat soon. Friends, I'm here waiting for my grocery order. I thought I'd stop in and say hello. Hopefully you can hear me because I've got some background noise here between the fan and the radio. I had some Christmas music going. It's a snowstorm. Best first day ever. I got there today for, it was a good day. I'm not joking, all jokes aside. But it happened to be the team Christmas cookie exchange. So I got a box of cookies even though I didn't know to bring any. So that was awesome. And then at 20 after 4, I finished at 5:20 after 4, my supervisor said, okay, time to go. It's looking really nasty out there. So I am on my way home. Except first I have to pick up a grocery order. So I need to do that. So hi everybody, chat soon. Hi Flossmas friends. Happy Flossmas Day 9. Although it's Day 8 and Patty time. It's me, Patty, coming to you from the extreme east coast of Canada in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador on the island of Newfoundland. My pronouns are she, her. If I haven't mentioned it yet this Flossmas season, the reason that it's 4 boys here at my channel is because I live with my 3 sons and my husband. I actually now live with my 2 sons and my husband. One has joined the Navy, so he is no longer living with us full time, but he's still going to always be my baby. It's great to chat with you. I had my first day of work today, so I wanted to report in and let you know how that went and show you a little bit of stitching that I got done today, believe it or not. So first, I'm going to chat about work and such, but first I want to show you what I did with stitching because it turns out I thought I only had a half hour for lunch at work and it turns out I have an hour for lunch, which is awesome. It also means that I will probably get some stitching time for like 15-20 minutes or something like that during my lunch break, which is excellent. So what I did today is, this is the Anna_Gotova_ cross stitch free stitch along that's available on Instagram. I'll put her information down at the bottom of the screen, so you can go on over to Instagram, check out the pattern. It looks really good. I worked on just day 8 today, and just wanted to show you the comparison there of, so I'm using 1 strand of white, just B5200 DMC. Here, this is the day 8 section. This green was from the day 1 section. It's not finished, but I had used 2 threads. And I don't know if you can see very clearly, but to my eye, this is a much nice, well, yeah, obviously the color, yes, is crisper, but I also think that I like the definition of the cross stitches in the white versus I find the green ones too full. So there we go. That's the day 8 done. Now I've got to do a bit of backtracking, but I'm really thrilled with that. I think that the color is really popping on this. This is Cherry Cobbler, which is a Roxy Floss Co. Evertote fabric. Just gorgeous. Okay, so that's going to be my little stitching project from work, at least for this month. So let's have a look at what I'm going to be working on when I'm stitching with you. I'm going to be working on my Festive mandala sal. It hasn't changed since you saw it. Still need to take out these green parts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of them that I need to take out because I'm not happy with the green. And I'm starting up here with a deeper purple color. So hopefully I like that. And I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to be stitching with my glasses off because I have trifocals, and I also have prescription readers and computer glasses that actually I need to bring to work or bring back and forth to work. They work great for about here. I think I got to squint to see. Yeah, so you can see. So about here away from me. But once I get here, I can see better with my glasses off. It's just the way my eyes are. So, first day of work completed, and I'm doing a stitch along. Oh, I wanted to say thank you to the folks who left a comment letting me know some ideas for upcoming Flossmas videos. A few people had mentioned a stitch along, so here I am. And some more, another baking video, and maybe how I move or I change a painting into a cross stitch pattern, as well as painting. There's a whole bunch of great suggestions from folks. So thank you very, very much for doing that for me. I really appreciate it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get to everything that everybody suggested, but I'll try and get to quite a few. It was really helpful for me to see kind of what you're interested in, what you're liking, and also what you'd like to see as well. That's just great. So far, I'm liking how this purple, so I chose DMC, what did I pick? 3837. So hopefully that's focusing because I really can't tell if it is or not, but that's what I'm using right now on this section. So I'm going to be consistently behind on this Festive mandala, I would think, for the rest of Flossmas, but that's okay. This stitch along runs until the 25th of December. So if I want it finished by the 1st of the year, I still have, what's that, 5? I can't do math. So 5, 6 more days after the 25th to get this done if I wanted to complete it in 2025. We'll see. There's no pressure from Bonnie, who's hosting the stitch along, and there's no pressure from me. I'm really enjoying it though, so I would like to finish it. I don't know if I'm going to put the this has a border around it, a plain, I think it's charted for green, and with holly and holly leaves and berries at the corners. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the the border or not. I think I might do the border, but I don't know if I'll do the holly. It depends how my colors turn out, because thus far this has a very stained glass feel, but I'm not sure it has a strictly kind of holiday Christmas color feel with the colors I've picked. So we'll see. We will see. So back to my first day. I have survived. It was a really good first day, actually. The company that I'm working with had their cookie exchange today. So I got to, even though I didn't donate any cookies, I got to bring home a box of cookies, hand-baked cookies, that some of which myself and the boys enjoyed for dessert after supper tonight. So that was really, really nice. I was telling everybody it was the best first day ever because I got free cookies and a lot of free cookies. It wasn't a small box of cookies. I think I was going to put a picture of the cookies in, actually. I don't know if I've done that all. Oh yeah, I did. I think I did that. Put in a picture of the cookies in my short video that I took when I was in my car waiting for groceries. So I kind of did that really quick video because I didn't know how tired I was going to be when I got home. And I didn't know if I would be basically having any more video content at all. So I put that quick little one in. But it is storming outside. The wind is supposed to pick up. It's going to be a good old-fashioned blizzard. Not sure how long it's going to last. But I was advised to bring my work laptop home in case tomorrow ends up being a snow day. So learning all kinds of new things. Seems to be a really nice team, nice group of people to work with. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's amazing how much the weather changed from the video I took this morning of the sunrise, when it started off as a beautiful sunny morning, and then to leave work this evening. And it was, well, I mean, it was dark because it's dark at 5:15, or sorry, 4:15 in the evenings anyway. But it was, there was, I'd say at least that much snow on the vehicle that I had to scrape off. But it was nice, and I didn't really scrape it. I just took it off with the scraper. It was nice and fluffy, so it was easy to get off the vehicle. We invested in so anybody who is not from the Northern Hemisphere, who doesn't know anything about snow, the concept of a scraper is probably going to be a bit odd. So it's a scraper or a brush, some people call it, because at one end it has a plastic piece that you use to scrape ice off a window. And then it's usually got a long handle. And at the other end, there's a brush probably about this long, and that's for brushing snow away off your vehicle, off the windows and the hood of your vehicle so you can drive. So we invested in a really nice one that has the brush head rotates so it can be straight or at 90-degree angle. And it also is a telescoping, I think I'm saying that right. The handle gets longer, which is great because our vehicle, we've got a Honda Pilot, and it's a bit, I find it hard to reach. I'm short. I'm 5'5", a little bit under 5'5". So when sometimes if with a short scraper, I find I can't reach the snow in the middle of the windshield. So that was nice that we got that yesterday. And we got it because we knew that it was supposed to be, the weather was supposed to get bad today. And we needed, in the winter, both our vehicles have a scraper in them, scraper/brush combo, for the cold weather. So there you go. An explanation for anybody who is living in Australia or New Zealand or somewhere where there's not a whole lot of snow on a regular basis. So the Jingle Ball was really fun. I enjoyed, that was a good weekend. I always want to spend more time in the stitching rooms than I end up doing. But I was happy with the amount of time that I did get. I didn't get a chance really to say goodbye yesterday in the Canadian stitching room, and anybody who was there when I left rather abruptly, I apologize. The kids were just, the boys were getting ready for bed and for school and everything, and it just all of a sudden got really busy, and then I forgot to go back to the Jingle Ball and say goodbye. But, oh, it was fun. The classes were awesome. The snow globe class, and then I also did a punch needle class with Teresa Kogut, and that was also really good. I haven't actually, that class I didn't attend. I attended about an hour of it, so I need to go back and watch that one in its entirety. And then I also want to go back and see Liz Matthews's, I missed the very, maybe first 10 minutes of that class. And I want to see, also review her second class as well, just to see if there's any extra tips that I can pick up. But I really enjoyed both classes. They're both really good instructors, so that was really fun. And now I've got ideas for new finishing techniques. Well, except for the punch needle, yes, new finishing techniques, but there's more punch needle with embroidery floss, which I needed more tips and tricks for. Okay, sorry. So I finished this darker, hopefully you can see that, the darker purple here. And I like that. I like that better than the green. So the extra green I'm going to be removing, but what I'm going to do when I'm stitching with you is fill in these three. I just filled in the fourth. So fill in the rest of these three, and then when I'm not so tired, I'll frog out the green. I don't want to do that tonight. I tend to use, and I know some people are going to shudder at this, I tend to use a seam ripper when I'm taking my threads out, and I know some people consider that very dangerous. I've pretty much always used a seam ripper to frog for any. Sometimes I just take it back, you just frog back a few stitches if it's not too much to fix. But for those solid sections, I'm going to be using a seam ripper. And but that isn't something I tend to do when I'm tired. Because the danger, of course, is that I'm going to nick the fabric and put a hole in it. And I should probably knock on some wood, knock on my chair. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. Hopefully never. But I won't do any seam ripping on this piece when I'm tired. And yes, I'm a thread licker. I think it was Caroline had a t-shirt that she got. I don't know if she actually has the t-shirt or saw the t-shirt. And it says, it has in big letters right across the t-shirt, thread licker. And I thought, I've got to get one of those. That's so cool. Nobody else, anybody outside the cross-stitch world would be like, what does that even mean? Okay, so I get my own office at work, which is pretty cool. Didn't know that would happen either. My own office, I've got a window in my office. The view's not great, but it's great natural light. So I'm happy about that. There. Yeah, I like that. I like that purple. Which is awesome because I really don't want to do any more frogging than I have to. So how was your day and how was your weather? I hope everybody's doing okay out there. Are you doing Christmas baking this year? My middle son made cherry cake He made one cherry cake and one cherry loaf last night. The recipe makes enough for, our bundt pan is not particularly big. So this recipe is large. It's too big for our bundt pan. So we have enough to make a nice bundt cake. Plus the a loaf as well. The loaf is now gone. We've already eaten that. That only took 20, well, actually I was going to say 24 hours, but it was probably 16 hours and that was all gone. So we had some for last night after he made it, and then it got divvied up into so I got to have some for lunch, one of my snacks today. So that was quite nice. Yeah. There we go. I love the sound of the needle, or sorry, the sound of the thread being pulled through the fabric. I find that a very soothing noise. One of my favorite sounds. So these are the weeks of the boys have tests galore and assignments due this week. I imagine the teachers are trying to get a bunch of stuff done before they all go on break. And I think they're off for a while. This is a long holiday break this year because I think they're off from the I think the 19th to the 3rd or 4th. Can't remember. I'm going to finish up this one. So I've got this one here done. Hopefully you can see what I'm pointing because I can't see you. I finished this one and I'm going to finish this one. And then that's all I'm going to stitch tonight because I do want to get this video edited and posted. And I have to be honest, I'm pretty tired. I was up at 6 to... I was sound asleep until 6, but once my alarm clock went off and I realized, oh, I have to get up for work and I have to drive there, and because it's not a huge commute, but I do have to drive into St. John's, into the almost downtown part of St. John's, and that only takes about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but I'm not used to traffic, and there's traffic in the morning commute. So it took me, according to this morning, I will have to leave at least in half an hour. No, sorry, I thought there was something on my phone. Yeah, I need to leave at least half an hour ahead to make it there because of traffic. And I'm not used to traffic anymore. So one of the folks that I work with mentioned they drive from further away than I do, and they mentioned they listen to audiobooks all the time. I was thinking that was a good idea. I do have Audible, so I could listen, or Libby, and I can listen to some audiobooks. So that's a great idea. Makes use of that time. I don't tend to sit and read anymore, so audiobooks are a great option. As long as I know where I'm going, because when I drove to Nova Scotia, I was playing an audiobook, and I have to admit I missed an exit or two because I was so engrossed in my audiobook. So, and that's even with the Apple Maps on. So, I mean, the poor GPS was telling me what to do, and I still wasn't listening. It was a really good book. Almost done. So I know I'm not making a whole lot of stitchy progress this Flossmas, but I'm really enjoying what I'm doing with the stitching I am doing. So I think that means that my Flossmas goals are being met. Four more stitches to go. Awesome. Just finish that off. There we go. Put my glasses back on so I can trim the end. There we go. That looks awesome. Now I just need to get something over here. I think I've picked my next color to go outside the purple. See the purple here at the top? Oh, it's kind of hard to see. But I think I'm going to put this coral color next. I think it'll read a bit better once I get that extra green out. Anyway, thanks for spending some time with me. I hope you like the stitch with me. I know I wasn't very chatty, but a little bit chatty-patty. Yeah, so tomorrow's another day for stitching, and I hope that you're safe and warm and or cool, depending where you are in the world. I hope you're comfortable. I hope you get some stitchy time, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Chat soon. Bye.